IPMNation.com.
Yo, this is Problemattik.
This your boy Flywalker.
It's Rob Diesel, Port City.
And we Fresh Baked Music Group, and you are listening to Planet 100.1 FM, the local Outbreak, IPMNation.com.
Fresh Baked.
Holla.
Hey everybody, welcome to Local Outbreak here on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. This is Matt from IPM Nation. We are at the studio in downtown Laconia at 50 Canal Street. Come on down, take a look at the place if you haven't been here yet. It's a funky little gift shop and art gallery. Busy place tonight, which is always good to see. Please support your local businesses as well as local music. Very, very important. And the studio is, if I forgot the address, it's 50 Canal Street. We're right downtown. TheStudioNH.com is a website if you want to check it out online. And, of course, we are also sponsored by Central NH Events. If you need a DJ for your event, you can go to centralnhevents.com. Tim Martin does a great job and great live DJ for your any kind of event you've got, your shindig, your hootenanny, whatever it may be. And don't forget, too, Matt Marcil from Tweak Sound and Mastering in Concord, New Hampshire. Tweaksound.com is a website. If you need some recording done, engineering, production, all that good stuff, Matt does a phenomenal job and is a big part of what makes this show possible. And we are sitting here tonight. We got a few guys with us this week. We have Problemattik.
What's up?
How are you, sir?
I'm all right. Yourself?
Very good. We have Flywalker.
What's up, y'all? How you doing?
And we have Rob Diesel.
How you doing?
And we're going to talk to all three of you guys tonight. And you got a record label.
A little something like that.
Yeah.
Fresh Baked Music Group. My the owner of it is sitting next to me. That's Flywalker.
Yeah, we started this a few years back. We just kind of started now getting into, doing a lot of heavy shows, doing a lot of promoting, things like that.
Yeah. Very cool. And by the way, I'll just pull back the curtain a little bit. We're not using mic stands tonight because I figured, you guys are rappers. You're used to just holding the mic.
It's more authentic.
Yeah, exactly.
I might burst out and start rapping because I feel like I'm at a show right now.
You should.
There's people in here and everything's just, I like it.
We got a big studio audience tonight. It's great.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I got my man Alden and I got my friend Sammy in the building as well. Claw is here. Clawfield is in the building.
You travel with an entourage.
I do. I have drivers. I have rappers, producers, people who tend to my animals when I'm not around, stuff like that.
We were talking off air about that, actually. You basically have a farm.
I have 12 animals, yeah. I feel bad for animals because I find them on the street and I take them in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
It's a bad habit.
How many cats do you have?
7.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a hot.
I love cats. I think that's phenomenal.
I don't like 3 litter boxes. I'll tell you that, I got lizards, fish, and they all require once a week,
Jeez.
So when I'm not rapping, I'm tending to the wildlife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, we got a lot to talk about tonight, but why don't we play something to open the show, and then we'll come back and chat. What do you guys want to play?
I'm going to go late in the evening. This is off of Problem Child, my last release.
Okay.
This is featuring Flywalker and Cheese. Cheese couldn't be here, but shout out to him.
Yeah.
He's making sure you guys don't lose your luggage at the airport.
Oh, very good.
Yep.
Well, somebody has to.
Yep. So this is late in the evening. All
right. Check it out, and then we'll come back and talk with these guys here on Local Outbreak on IPM Nation.
Late in the evening.
Fresh Baked.
Late in the evening.
Problemattik, what it is. What the fuck the word is? Cheese up in this bitch, ho. Fresh Baked my clique, but we something more like info. Problemattik, what's the plan? Matter of fact, it's get dope. And we get it by any means, boy, we some cutthroats. Always surrounded by marijuana smoke, I'm hella blaze. And this Cali medication got me high for days. R.I.P. to screw this bow, it got me sideways. I don't pop Molly, I just smoke my weed every day. Boy, I'm always turned from all this fucking weed I burn. Student sessions live as fuck, we always put in work. We can give you that real shit and make these bitches twerk. Then I take your bitch, get in that pussy and go berserk. Man, this is nothing, motherfucks on production. These haters huffing and puffing because we running straight to the top. Ain't gon' stop, we body in the competition. Trying to derail me from my dreams, you be found by some old man fishing,
We gonna ride on them, ride on them, ride on them, ride on them. Go get them. Now talking shit. We gonna ride on them. We gonna ride on them, ride on them. We gonna ride on them, ride on them, ride on them, ride on them. Go get them. Now talking shit. We gonna ride on them. We gonna ride on them.
I see them looking at me, but the homie don't budge. I'm in the cut, weeded up, a couple freaks in the truck. Feel the beat when it bump. We ride you sleep, you get stuck. Cause we ain't playing no delaying, you can creep if you want. Shorty bouncing while we counting, working hard for that green stuff. You vexing, know we stressing while she fucking her knees up. No question, she needs stretching on my couch with her feet up. She sweating while we sexing, bust my nut on her teacups. Threes up, you know I rep for the bean kid. Investing in progression, twisting records like G-Spin. I never kiss no ass to get no shine in the game. And when it's time, I guarantee that I'll be rising to fame. Feel the bass drop, stay hot, drop it to the flow trick. Shorty said she fit for the killer because the flow sick. Problematic speaking and creeping around with yo bitch. Get me on the beat, no one equaling, dog, you know this.
We gonna ride on them, ride on them, ride on them, ride on them. Go get them. Now talking shit. We gonna ride on them. We gonna ride on them, ride on them. We gonna ride on them, ride on them, ride on them, ride on them. Go get them. Now talking shit. We gonna ride on them. We gonna ride on them, ride on them.
Once again, ripping the mic and I'm smoking on weed. Packing the bomb, packing the bowl, roll up under that tree. What do you mean? Only thing I'm seeing is green. Nothing in my way now. Ain't nobody stopping me. I do it for you motherfuckers in the crowd that's raging now. Blacking out, you drunk as fuck. We wildin' out, we blazing loud. Crack a 40, you know how Flywalker do. Rapping just a hobby, beg my pardon if I body you. What it do? This rap shit, I done figured it out. Haters mad, I'm taking them out. Put your style, I'm laying them out. Into your house, I lay down with your spouse. Digging around, I be down on the couch. Smoke all your weed, chuck the juice in them out. This is the shit I be thinking about. My mind is fucked. I'm so far gone. Who got the blunts? I got the strong. 40 bottles popping to the roof, you know we turning up. Middle fingers in the air, cause I ain't never gave a fuck.
We gonna ride on them, ride on them, ride on them, ride on them. Go get them. Now talking shit. We gonna ride on them. We gonna ride on them, ride on them. We gonna ride on them, ride on them, ride on them, ride on them. Go get them. Now talking shit. We gonna ride on them. We gonna ride on them, ride on them.
Late in the evening, out in the square, a man in a raincoat standing there.
Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. And we're sitting here at the studio in 50 Canal Street in downtown Laconia. We got Problematik, Flywalker, and Rob Diesel with us here tonight. And there are all three of you, I mean, I know you two guys, Problematik and Flywalker, you run Fresh Baked
Something
Records.
like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're on the label, Rob, is that correct? Okay. So everybody's, I forgot you don't have a mic in front of you.
I'm actually going to give up my
part
mic
of-
so they can talk.
All right.
Part of Fresh Baked as well, Rob Diesel. I'm the only New Hampshire artist, so I like to bring it up north for them.
Yeah.
Boston, so.
Where do you live?
I'm from Portsmouth, New
Oh.
Hampshire myself.
Okay. And obviously Portsmouth isn't far from Boston. So is that how you guys met, or how did you guys all
Through
hook up?
local shows, performing together, crossing paths that way.
Yeah. Nice. How long have you been on the label?
Just since the first of the year, actually.
Oh, okay.
Fresh Baked, fresh start. That's how
Nice.
I see it. So.
So tell me about Fresh Baked Records. You're the Flywalker. You're the president of it, the owner, etc.
Yeah, essentially, me and a buddy of mine, Brendo, he's not here right now. Me and him started a few years back, just kind of messing around. And,
Yeah.
then we kind of met Pat White. Shout out to Pat. He's our producer. Then we started making beats, and that's how I met Cheese. And, we met Matt through that, and then, kind of built the team that way. And then, like Diesel said, we met him through doing some shows, and he came on the team with us.
Yeah. What is it that made you want to do this? Because I'm always interested in, obviously, you are an artist yourself, but I'm always curious when talking to people, what is it that makes you want to take that extra step beyond being an artist and wanting to actually, it's a big deal. It's a big undertaking to do what you're doing.
Right. And I kind of started it just as an artist. Me and my buddy, he was going to put tracks together. I was going to rap. And, we just started small like that. We started pressing T-shirts and things like that. Get a little name. We brought some more people on the team. It almost just grew into something that we didn't even expect to happen.
Yeah.
And it just kind of developed and kept growing, and we just kept running with it. Something that we didn't expect to happen, but definitely glad that it did.
Right. Of course. So, you've got a lot of people that you're working with.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to Problemattik and Rob Diesel, who else is a part of Fresh Baked Records?
We have a couple other people on the team that aren't here with us. Pat's the producer, the engineer. We have Chuck Ransom. He's one of our producers. Cheese is another one of our artists. He's one of kind of like the, grandfathered in owners of the team. He was one of the original creators with us. And then we have No Gimmick. He was one of our new additions. He's on a side branch. It's Ransom Notes. That's under, Chuck Ransom. That's his side part off of Fresh Baked.
Yeah.
No, but we kind of joined forces, brought all that together, so now we're working with everybody.
Right. And what goes into running a label these days? The business, it seems like the business is constantly changing. It's constantly evolving.
No, it's good, and with the addition of Matt, that was a big help, because we were doing small things beforehand. Matt was in the, Problematic. He was in the business for a long time before, I even thought about it. He was, rapping and doing things, a few years before even that. So he came on, and kind of taught me some things, and he kind of took the management position, introducing us to different people, different venues, how to plug shows and all that stuff. So he was a major help in that side of it.
Yeah.
I threw this kid on stage in front of like 200 people. I tricked him. I was like, yeah, you're just going to be my hype man. And he gets on stage. I'm like, all right. Slapped him on the shoulder. I said, you're spitting a 16-bar verse, and kid turned pale white, but he killed it.
Yeah.
That kind of, lit a...
I've been pale ever since.
That kid kind of lit a fire under him, so, But I was about to quit music, and I just kind of like stumbled across them. They're like, yeah, come sit in on a studio session. Huh. We did a track, and then...
Magic from there. We just steamrolled since then.
Yeah.
And shows and projects
we got big shows
everything.
Coming up, like April 21st in Worcester at Electric Haze.
Yeah.
That's with Esoteric. And we got Edo G, April 26th, same place, Electric Haze in Worcester. May 3rd in Lowell. We just did Haverhill like 4 times in a row.
June 28th also in Lowell.
Diesel's actually working on a project right now. What you got, Diesel?
Yeah, I'm still working on my album, Courtesy of the State. I kind of fell back off it for a little bit, but doing all new releases under the new label, so it's going to be good. I'm hoping for the end of summer for that, but we'll see. Also, me and Matt here are doing our Robin Big, the Ridiculousness mixtape.
I used to go by the name Big Shot, so everybody calls me Big.
Yeah.
So I met Rob. My main focus is really him because, Flywalker has Cheese. That's like his 1-2 punch. Like when he's on stage, Cheese knows all his lyrics. Their chemistry's crazy. And then, No Gimmick messes with this kid, one of my friends, Heavy Price, and they're like the 1-2 punch. And I was kind of just a solo guy, Alden was hyping me, my buddy Alden was hyping me, and, then I stumbled across him, and New Year's Eve at the Last Safe and Deposit, he was killing his set. And he was pushing our music like crazy before that, showing up to shows like crazy, just to watch, just to support us, like more than what people we know were doing.
Yeah.
And I looked at Flywalker. I said, this kid's got to be on our team, and there he is. Even though
I actually saw them talking on stage.
Yeah.
I caught that.
Just to let everybody know how appreciative he is. He was late to this interview.
Hey, some of us got to work.
Yeah, we love him though.
Rob, did you do a lot of recording before you got with these guys with Fresh Baked? Or?
Yeah, I was with an old team back in like 2006, and I came off for a little while, but came back under another label, Dope Music, with a buddy of mine. And that was actually that was taken off, and shout out to them. It is what it is, but
Yeah.
some things just don't work.
Yeah, yeah. And how much recording have you done? Like, I mean, in terms of like overall, because it sounds like you've got a lot of music.
Yeah, I've got quite a bit. I've got, Jesus, I couldn't even tell you. I did 3 or 4 mixtapes from 2006 to 2008.
Wow.
So that was about 40, 50 songs.
Jeez.
And now I got probably about 10 in the last year that I did, and now a few since being with Fresh Baked. So
Yeah, that's a lot of output.
I'm just getting back into it too. So
Yeah,
I took a long break, like about 4 or 5 years break.
Really?
So, yeah.
That is a long break. Now, what were you just burnt out, or what was the time off for?
I had to pay back to the state. We'll put it that way.
Okay.
Personal situation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is what it is.
I understand.
Yeah, no. Little self-defense issue.
Really? Yeah, that happens. But so now going forward, so are you? Is everything that you do released through Fresh Baked, or do you also do your own stuff?
Every
yeah,
word,
that's cool.
Everything in the likes of Fresh Baked.
Yeah, no, it's cool because it sounds like you guys really have a good organization going, and it's very positive. And,
Oh, absolutely.
And you don't. The key word being organization, because you don't always see that. You know what
and
I
it's
mean?
all about the message too. It's a good message we try to put out. Is just basically have fun and live your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Take it in stride. That's what we do. So
yeah,
there's no negative tension. If there is, we get rid of it.
Yeah.
Then like the best part of it is we're all friends too from before. You know what I mean? We all kind of know each other. We had a little bit of chemistry beforehand, so just bringing it into music made it a lot easier.
Oh yeah, totally. That's good, because part of the struggle, I think, for a lot of musicians is just finding people that you not only can work with creatively, but just people that you get along with. You know what I mean?
Right. It makes that a lot easier.
Yeah, absolutely.
It makes it a lot easier just being comfortable with the people you work with. Even if, even with me, you go to record a song, if you're uncomfortable with the people there, kind of changes the effect on that.
Oh, sure.
With all, the people on the team, we're real close, we're real tight knit. It's like nothing.
Yeah.
You are what you eat.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, why don't we play another track? What do you guys want to play? You brought a bunch of tunes.
We can jump into one of the tracks. It's on Problemattik's tape, Problem Child. It's Me Droga. It's the track we did together. Pat White sampled the beat. He killed that beat. It's one of my favorite hip hop beats that I've even heard. Pat's my boy. Even if he wasn't, I'd still love that beat. But this track's awesome. So.
Okay, what's it called again?
Me Droga.
Me Droga. What does that mean?
Actually means my drug. The sample means your love is my drug. And,
Okay.
I actually wrote the first verse about my ex-girlfriend, and because kind of, your love is my drug, but I really hate her, so it was kind of angry. So what are you gonna do, And then Flywalker laced up his boots and started spitting some real hip hop stuff, so I had to come back. I feel like he kind of got me on the track, which is good because seeing him progress like that is crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not afraid to tell anybody that someone hung with me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So this is what it is, but it's a good song.
All right, we'll take a listen. This is Me Droga here on Local Outbreak on IPM Nation.
Tú eres mi droga, tú eres mi droga, tú eres mi droga de amor.
Yeah, overdosing on a feeling, laying staring at the ceiling. My mind is going crazy, ain't believing what I'm hearing, but it's true. After all the things we've been through, that was then, boo. Now I'm starting to resent you. You fucking with the phony cats, I heard you sold yourself out and do whatever it is to sell the shelf out. I had to take a step out and get my thoughts quickly. And if you're feeling this track, then take a walk with me. You used to tell me the truth, but now you're caught lying, and everybody around you slowly starts dying. You talk yourself in circles, there used to be direction. There ain't no cure for the pain, it's hard to beat infection. No need to cease connection, but get yourself straight and get you back to the days in which you held weight. Cause if I'm locked in a cage, you be my cellmate. Codependency, but right now you look like dead weight, bitch.
Tú eres mi droga, tú eres mi droga, tú eres mi droga de amor.
Raw shit spitting, I'm shitting on competition. Kill it quick through composition, then it's back to the mission. I put it all in the written, each line be worth $1 million. Shit, I'm chilling, 40 spilling, the Messiah in the building. I be flying on the ceiling, on a bit of everything. I do it for the music, and of course I got my Mary Jane. I'm rapping with a passion to kill it on every single track. Spazzing like a savage, stopping feeble rappers in their tracks. I give you rappers heart attacks. Nervous when I speak a rhyme, baby, I'm just doing me. I'm working hard for every dime. Music be my dream, can't stay in my 9 to 5. So it's like the homie Fifth, get rich or die trying. I'm a fly buying, Throw a finger to you motherfuckers. All you haters and chumps, come on and bring the ruckus. If you're feeling the track, go ahead and steady bump us. Two guns on the beat, you can't touch us.
Tú eres mi droga, tú eres mi droga, tú eres mi droga de amor.
Marijuana blunt blazing, I'm dazing on purple hazing. Music be my passion every day, and when I make it, you can suck up on these nuts' dick, you finna take it. Do it for the love of it, ain't worried about being famous. Your rap style latest, you ain't up on my level. Put the pedal to the metal, had to dance with the devil. Bitch, I'm hotter than hell in a cell, down with Satan, dwell on a couple drugs, but oh well, it got me feeling swell. What in the hell is going on? Rapping on another song, got a lot to talk about, but I'd rather speak on the drugs I'm on. Packing the bong and be smoking it strong, lighting it up, we be getting it on. See my reefer bag and be like, that the kind of weed he on? Bitch, I'm a god now, well you better bow down. Raging in the crowd now, smoking on the loud now. Bitch, you better calm down, we be coming for the top. Fresh baked, reefer head, what up, big shot?
What it do, fly? Got a middle finger to the competition. Saw the vision, murder off cats, just rap your composition. Stop and listen, I am the fact, so get your mind right. Because of lust for the money, erase their eyesight. I rhyme tight, soul of a star, I shine bright. Snatch your hoe, have the bitch screaming oh like shy lights. Live the high life, Cypress Hill, step up to the mic and kill a nice. You chill, I know that it's wrong, I kinda like the thrill. The boys that say it's crazy nice. I've been a dawn in this game, so if you calling my name, you better say it right. Problematic, aka Big Shot, the Dawn Mega. You fuck with me, you see black suits and pallbearers. Cause I've been spitting these rhymes since I could talk, family. There's certain stripes to be earned before you walk near me. It's Problematic, Pat White in the fly one. Shout out to Cheese, know the steez, we getting live, son.
It's heavy.
Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. We're sitting here tonight at the studio. We have three guys from Fresh Baked Records. Of course, we have Problemattik, Flywalker, and Rob Diesel. And Problematic. I have to ask you a question. You said something interesting earlier that caught my ear. You said at one point, I think it was, you said right before you met Flywalker, you almost quit music.
Yeah.
What was going on there?
I had I went through hell when I first started doing this stuff, and I met some good people, I met some bad people.
Yeah.
Good things happen, bad things happen, but a lot more bad things were happening. So yeah. I found myself. I was going back and forth to New York, and I got to be in a couple dope videos. I was in Terminology's video up every night.
Okay.
We got to go down. Went down to Wise P's house. Nitty Scott was there. Easy Money, Wise P, Cali Raps, the whole show off crew was there. I got to hang out with them for a little bit and get on stage and stuff with JFK, and he helped me out with a lot of stuff. I was with Bridge Life, which was Pat G, Lucky Dice, who used to be part of M Diesel at Rex, and Iodana, stuff like that. That didn't work out. Brief time I was over on Ill Seed Records with Sean Strange and stuff like that. And that we just went separate ways, so I kind of just got really discouraged, and and then I knew them from before because we were doing shows together for years, me and Flywalker, you know what I mean, but we didn't hang out like that.
Yeah. And
then we started to hang out, and that's kind of how it all came about. And then I just got it back, and now it's like I changed my name to Problematic, and it seems like it flows better with everybody else now. So it's hard to be Big Shot because you're a Big Shot. It's hard to keep that. It takes a lot of energy to keep up with that name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I felt like Problematic was better because I'm not much of a Big Shot. I'm more problematic. You know what I mean? So it's like problems follow me, and I'm always in some stuff. But what are you gonna do?
Right. That's just life. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the extent of it. I'll never quit doing music. I think I was just I just got weak for a moment or whatever. It happens to every man in this world. So
when you started over, because that's really, that really is, it's almost like a rebirth when you start over with a new name and everything. What were you, was it, it sounds like it was a relief on some level, but were you also kind of scared? because, people know you build up.
Yeah, it was tough to switch over from Big Shot to Problematic because people were like, oh, you'll always still be Big Shot. But now I'm kind of like, I'm not that. Nobody really calls me that no more except for Fly, and, Cheese and Pat White and stuff like that, but I kind of just to start over with a new name and a new sound, new music, and new approach. You have to start over mentally.
Yeah.
So it was like a rebirth. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like Christ coming back. You know what I mean? Like that was me. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? You guys don't have to like it, but no. Like
Well, it was just Easter recently.
It was
so
like
that's
I
a
felt
good-
like I woke up on like 3 days
So
later,
much
like you know what, I'm problematic now. You know, so no, but it was cool. It's fresh. It's like you know, I feel like a new person.
Yeah.
And it's always easy to go in with friends too. You know, like
Yeah.
like you said, we knew each other before. He put me on my first show. Like you said earlier, you know, he told me, you know, just come out, kind of help me, you know, hype my verse. You know, the beat comes on, he goes, "Go ahead, you're going first." Push me out there.
Yeah.
You know, now that we're working together, kind of building the label together, you know, it's good to have
And
that
not only do we
chemistry.
not only do we work in rap, like I have a problem with a lot of rappers who sit home every day on the internet and they talk about who's not good, who is,
Right.
who's the best, who's this, who isn't, who isn't. You know, while they're doing that, I mean, I'm a barber by trade. Flywalker's a butcher by trade. He's Diesel's a barber by trade. Like we're all out there working real jobs, and you know, and that's if you can't do that and rap at the same time, I don't think you're really ready for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Where else are you going to invest in? You know what I mean? Like, how are you going to invest? You can't sit home and live off your mother.
Right.
Most rappers live at I live with my mother, but my mother don't pay my bills. I pay her bills. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
So
yeah.
that's what it is, you know? So, you know, would you buy a bottle opener? We're
Yeah,
buying
you got
stuff. And,
gifts,
you know,
gifts in
we're in
there.
here buying, just to let everybody know, this is so natural. We're in a shop. We're buying stuff. You got a bottle opener.
Yep.
See, in the hood, we use lighters. You know?
Rob Diesel has made a purchase at the studio. So
yeah,
that's
we're making
awesome.
purchases. You got to support
He's,
the local,
he had to get
the
the
mom
razor
and pop
blade.
shops and
Yeah.
you know stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, we all work real jobs.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I mean. Everybody has to.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? But yeah, I got a new project coming out called Tears. I went through a really bad time in my life, and I wrote about it. And it actually came out really good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we got that coming out. We got a video coming out called it's for a song called Bodies, and it's anything you could think of. Like it's like a movie. We're gonna do shots in the graveyard. We got Fly got a verse on it. I got a verse. Cheese got a verse. It's a very violent song.
Yeah.
A lot of people like that. I grew up listening to ICP and Necro and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
you know, my friend Sammy, who's over here, she's going to be one of the co-stars in the video. She's going to actually probably be like a dead body. And yeah, we're going to drag my friend through the cemetery by his feet on a rope. And we're going to do
the
some
whole story set.
Yeah, it's going to be a movie. So, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I just gotta shout out to Pat for making that beat.
Yeah, that beat's
Yeah,
crazy.
that beat's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I mean, I got that project. He's got Flywalker's got Inferiority Complex that came out. It didn't get too much push because at that point we weren't really sure what we were doing.
Yeah.
He kind of just dropped it on the fly. Ironically, on the fly.
Right, yes.
And, but it's really good. Like, it's.
I got a copy of it right here, yeah.
Yeah, you have a copy of it in your hand. We all have inferiority complexes. Like, no matter what we do, we feel like it's not good enough. So it's like, it was so relevant. And you got to go check that out, you know?
Yeah.
There's a song on there. I don't know if I could say it on the radio, but A-Hole. You know, I don't want to say the whole thing.
Right.
But, you know, that had a heavy price on it, and we're actually going to do a remix with Rob Diesel on it this time.
Yeah.
Everybody's a crowd favorite. They go crazy for
Nice.
that. You know, and we're going to do it with him on there, drop a video remix. It's kind of like his introduction to the team.
Yeah.
You know, the kid, he prints up T-shirts, stickers, and he pushes our music, and he's doing shows, pictures with Reef the Lost Cause on stage and stuff like that, and he does his own thing.
Yeah.
And it feels good because most artists need to be babysat. You know, so,
Right, yeah.
Yeah, you got to hold their hand.
Yeah, that's
and-
not a good look at all.
no,
Yeah.
no, he's pretty independent, and we like that, you know. So.
Yeah. What Rob? What are your influences? I mean, we kind of heard a little bit about what Problematik is into, but I see you're wearing a Too Short T-shirt.
Yeah,
you should say
this
for
is more or
everybody.
less just the message. Like, obviously, I love his music, but he wasn't
Yeah.
so much influential when it comes to the game. But just
Yeah.
life in general, man. Just like, I'm not just a hip hop artist. I listen and love everything, all types of music. I mean, I'll go back 50, 60 years and sing right along with everything. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, it's
Everyone's a fan first. So.
just music
Right.
first. Yeah, like, I don't know. It's just life in general pushes me.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can't get my message across through actions or my words, so I just do it this way.
Sure.
Write about it, you know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody hears me that way. If they don't want to hear it, then they don't need to hear it.
Right. Yeah.
That's
So-
literally the only way people listen to my problems.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
if I write songs
Yeah.
about them.
Yeah.
I'll talk to people and they'll be like, yeah, whatever. And then I write a song about it. They're like, wow, I can't believe that happened to you. I was like, wow, I just told you that 20 minutes ago.
It's just like something that happened to me this one time.
Yeah, you
Right,
know,
right.
People start. It's crazy when people start hitting you up and telling you that they're relating to all your music and things you say. Like,
There's
Rob,
one Problem Child.
that song is going to be played.
I heard it first on stage, and
Yeah.
I was actually recording. I wasn't with Fresh Baked at the time. We were doing a show together.
Yeah.
I was recording the song, and it's the first time I've ever heard it. I stopped recording the song with the video just so I could get closer to listen to it. And
No kidding.
it was like a like a brick right to the chest. It
Yeah.
was-
You remember the Honey Pot though, when we had like 300 heads in
Oh,
there?
yeah.
We
was
they
a
told
fun
us
night.
it was the last show they were ever going to do because they're going to move to Hampton Beach, I
blew
believe.
the roof off that place that night.
The owner's like, yeah, do whatever you want. You can't tell Fresh Baked that because
No.
we broke the stage. We lit blunts on stage and. Sorry, that girl who walked by was really beautiful. I lost my train of thought. So so yeah, we lit blunts on stage. I was throwing water bottles. People were like going crazy. It was like 300 heads in there, and I'm from Boston, going to was it Seabrook, New Hampshire?
Yeah.
And there's 300 heads there. Like, I'm like, that's crazy. Shout out to Ming Tay because he put that
Rob
event
Albert.
together. He follows us around, does all the photography for us, and along with everybody in Boston. Then he does the voluntarily. Ming Tay.
And you were saying you broke the stage. How did
We
you
broke
break
the stage.
How did you
the
break
stage? Was like really poorly put together. It was
Yeah,
like
there was
really
carpets.
makeshift. So when
All
we
patched up.
when we did the last song, the song I had previously mentioned that I can't say because we're live on the air. When we did that, just everybody rushed the stage.
Yeah.
And people were flying, and there was ones being passed around, bottles. Everybody was wet from the bottles being thrown, and I don't know. We just went through the stage.
Wow.
Like it just, I don't know, looked like WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
did. It was a good time.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
We like that rage music. We like to break stuff. Especially Fly. Fly's got a project that he's working on right now, and I understand there's a lot of rock music on there.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we were kind of going through the beats the other day. We were sitting in with Pat. Pat makes all our beats, engineers all the sessions, does all the recording. And yeah, almost every track had, some form of distorted guitar or something like that. Kind of taking that alternative. I call it thrash rap.
Yeah.
And mixing, because I like rap music and I like thrash metal.
Thrash out.
So I kind of try to bring those together, do some rapping, some screamo, like kind of mix that all in together on the same tracks.
Emo rapper.
Yeah.
I'm the emo rapper.
You are the emo rapper.
Yeah, that's true. No, I don't have a name for that project yet. It's still in the works. It's going to be, a full project. There's 12 tracks on it, fully produced, done by Pat White of Motherfucks. So he's going to put that together. That's coming out later in this year. There's no date. Like I said, no set title on that yet, but in the works.
So tell us about some of your influences, because it sounds like you're into a lot of different kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I like a whole bunch of different music. I mean, when it comes to rap, I love Wu-Tang, through and through. Love Wu-Tang, and then growing up I listened to a lot of the alternative rock. I listened to a lot of Korn, Godsmack, and then I started getting into thrash metal. I love Rage Against the Machines. Then I got into the heavier stuff, like Lamb of God and stuff like that.
Nice.
Real heavy.
Yeah.
And I try to bring that over into rap because I like the energy from that music and the
Right.
shows, the mosh pits, the live band, stuff like that. I want to bring that into the rap scene too, because I kind of feel like a lot of rap is getting stagnant. It kind of sounds the same. Trap music sounds real similar. So I want to kind of switch up the styles, bring a different flavor to rap.
I think with rap or hip hop, whatever term you want to use, it's a lot of it does sound the same in terms of mainstream commercial radio. You know what I mean? There's so much great stuff that you'll never hear on like 94.5 because it hasn't been through that major label conveyor belt. You know,
rap's flooded with talented artists. Just in Boston alone, there's tons of great artists. All up and down the East Coast. New Hampshire has a crazy hip hop scene.
Yeah.
And they took us in. at open arms, which was really nice. The whole New Hampshire hip hop scene was real grateful to us.
Yeah.
So we appreciate that too.
Yeah. Is it a challenge doing like you call it thrash rap? I mean, is obviously there's always an audience that wants to hear new stuff and stuff that's different, but I mean, you've also I'm sure you run into people who just are kind of like, oh, that doesn't sound like what I hear on 94.5 or whatever. I mean, is that a challenge to getting through to some people?
I mean, sometimes, it's kind of cool, though, because, at our shows, we like to get, like we were just talking about the last show, we like to kind of jump around, mosh pit, throw water bottles. So, once that starts to happen, they kind of just start moving back, go towards the bar,
Right.
But, the people that like it, feel the energy right up in our faces, jumping around the whole time. It's awesome.
That's cool.
We've actually converted some people. We performed up at Rax, New Hampshire, and there was a guy outside. He didn't know anything about hip hop. Come up to us. He's like, he looked at all of us and goes, "Listen, I don't even listen to rap, but you guys rock."
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So we're having people come up to us like that don't come for the shows, that end up coming back for the show.
Yeah,
which is good because we're very in tune with the crowd. I talk to people. I crack jokes. I talk about. I do stand up comedy in the middle of it because. Yeah. Nobody wants to see somebody sit there and just rap and rap and rap. You can listen to that in your car. You're coming for a show. You want to see somebody, perform. You know what I mean?
And if you can win people over with humor, I mean, I think that's the best way to win people over. If you can make somebody laugh, they'll
you know
pay
what I mean?
attention to you.
We have crowd participation songs where I'll say something and they'll come back at me, and that they'll remember that. So everywhere I go, like the set I did the other night in Haverhill, I'm at my first song. And they're already like, play, y'all know what it is. One of my biggest songs, crowd favorite, and every song that passed, I kept screaming that. I'm like, it's coming. It feels good, you know what I mean? It does.
Oh, yeah.
And that was actually Rob's show the other night. We always split sets. Like, I try to keep everybody in the loop, and, he's going to be performing at the EDOG and the Esoteric shows along with Fly, and he's a grinder. We're happy to have him here. I like to talk about him a lot because we're in his state.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, this is his domain. It's Fresh Baked, New Hampshire. I think he's the best MC in New Hampshire.
This is Diesel's territory.
This is Diesel's territory. So, we're a guest in his house tonight. You know what I mean? So but he's a good addition to the team. We've had some people come in and fall off the team, and it's no love lost except for one person. I won't say his name, but he knows how I feel about him.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
So
yeah. Was it?
Without saying his name, do you want to say what happened? I'm always looking for the dirt.
Yeah,
I'm not
you know what? I'm a real dude. I'm a real dude. This kid Beatsmith, I don't care what he says. He lives 5 streets over from me. If you have a problem with him saying live on the radio, you know where I'm at. So I'm like,
Beatsmith is his name. You said
Beatsmith,
okay.
The Beatsmith. But he put together a couple beats for me and whatever, and they were good songs. And then he started slacking, like he was like, "Oh, I got these hot beats, da 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 da."
Yeah.
And then he couldn't give us the tracked out version, so we couldn't mix the beats down.
Yeah.
So after haunting him, he started to get flipped with me. He was like messaging us going, "I want $40 a beat, or this, that, and the third, because I really get paid for this." And we're like, if you really get paid for this, how come you're trying to charge your own team $40 a beat?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At least have some dignity and raise the price. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you going to do with $40 a beat? I would have respected him more if he was like, "I want $200 a beat."
Right.
You can live off of that. You know what I mean? But like, $40 a beat, like, come on, dude. We made a team for that so we'd have resources. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm putting the songs on the radio and we're shouting them out, like on WEMF and stuff like that. In Cambridge, shout out to Champ Chuck for putting us on there. But it's just like, and then he texts me and he's like, tell me to delete the beats and stuff that he gave me because he has 2 beats on my project and he's going to get his credit for them.
Yeah.
Because they're good songs. But he's telling me to go F myself and this, it's just stupid stuff like that. And then I told him, "Hey, I'm coming to see you." It was like a ghost town, and he's talking about, "You're bigger than me. I'm gonna have somebody, fight you, or not, I'm gonna fight Rob Diesel." And Diesel texts me like, "I'm just gonna fight both of them to prove a point." And like,
I was only kidding though.
And we just try to put the city together. And some people just have, they have other motives in life. You know what I mean? And they just. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So some people come on, some people come off. Creative differences, things happen like that. My team's laughing at me right now because I'm so blunt with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
No pun intended.
Yeah, he goes on the internet to talk about how he made it, but so
made it up.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad I mentioned his name because I kind of gave him some shine, but don't purchase beats from him.
So we know the truth about you, Beatsmith.
Yes, we know the truth about you, Beatsmith.
If that is your real name.
I'm actually going to inbox him That is your real He might have stole that like the Anno Domini beat that he stole the other day.
Yeah.
I don't even care. You know, that's just what it is. I'm sure the people listening are gonna laugh, because everybody likes that.
Yeah,
they like that the TMZ stuff. Like
Yes.
the beefs, the what 16-year-old daughter got pregnant and stuff like that. You know, crazy stuff like.
Wait,
that.
did Beat Smith get a 16-year-old?
No,
But do you want to hear a funny story? He met his ex-girlfriend. Hold on, listen.
The Beat Smith Chronicles.
Yeah. He met his ex-girlfriend, his baby's mother, and one of his other ex-girlfriends through me.
Oh, really?
And I feel like I ruined these girls' lives.
Yeah.
Listen to the one. Just listen to the one.
Yeah, the new track I got called The One. I kind of like went at him because he says
SoundCloud,
it's his
Fresh
city and this, that, and the third. But nobody really put my city on like I did before I came along. I mean, there's other artists like the Gerard Project. Like they're in different lanes. Like they're in rock music. And then you got Biagio, who's on the Problem track we're gonna play. You know, she's in the soul, gospel, singing R&B stuff, and that's her lane, and nobody's representing on those genres like each of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's a collective effort because we all mix in everything together.
It's a takeover.
It is a takeover. Some people come in, some people come off. I mean, a cancer spreads, so you got to get it early.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like, B. Smith was a cancer.
Get right or get left.
Yeah, he was a good, like... Funny story about like that kid. Like I was on his label years ago when he was doing it, and he called me up and was like, "I don't think you got it, and I don't think that you're good enough." And this, that. And he told me, I'm done. 5 years later, fast forward,
tables turn.
He's begging me to get on the team, and at first everybody's like, "Nah," and I was like, I'm gonna give this kid a chance. I got a big heart. I care about people, And then he's got habits that he can't control, and like. He was talking, smack about me on Facebook, and he threatened Rob Diesel and a bunch of times, and Diesel held his tongue on account of me, out of respect for me.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? I just can't do it no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's hard to get different moral of the story is Beat Smith sucks, and it's hard to put a bunch of personalities together. So
I heard Beat Smith invented cancer.
He might have been the first cancer cell to ever.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, parasite like that. You know what I mean? Like a ringworm. Like no matter how much you eat, he just keeps eating it all. And like, you know what I mean?
Right.
We hate you.
Put your shoes on.
Yeah, put your shoes on. I told him that. I said, put your shoes on, son. I'm sick of your mouth. And he didn't answer me. I was just, hey, we're funny guys. We don't even want to care. I don't cares about rap. Let's talk about like all the fights we get into. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, Everett, Massachusetts. I love y'all because y'all stand behind me on that one. And yeah. Wait till y'all guys hear the song "Perk 30s" I got coming out. It's about people with drug habits. Hey, Beatsmith, that song's for you. You know what I mean? I think I saw him on the MBTA the other day leaning.
Yeah. Yeah.
This turned into like a radio interview to like a roast. I feel like the roast of the Beatsmith.
Well, except unlike with the roast, I don't think there's any underneath the insults any goodwill toward Beat Smith. I think it's a little bit of a different deal.
Yeah, it's like we're kind of like barbecuing him. Like we're not even roasting him. I'm like, I'm not gonna say any names. Beat Smith, you know what I mean? But
Matt, you hear that?
What?
Something calling?
The streets are calling.
They are.
Yeah, but we don't want to hear your music, so just stop.
Let's get to it.
No, but no, we got we got some more music coming.
Yeah,
up,
let's play something. What do you guys want to play?
My man
next?
Rob Diesel. This was the first song he put out under Fresh Baked.
Okay,
who produces?
I honestly don't even remember. I've had the beat forever.
All right. Well, it's not Beatsmith, so it's a good record.
Good,
but
I believe it was a mix between Mike LeClaire and myself.
To keep it real though, before we get into the song, the Beatsmith does have some good beats.
He does.
If he got off the demons that he fights every day, he'd be a good kid. But he needs he's just too old to be acting that way. I mean, I got records with him that are really good. Doesn't mean I like him.
Right.
So, but the streets are calling, and they never stop. They're like bill collectors, and that's coming up now.
You gotta hang
Rob
up on
Diesel.
him. Just remember, when the streets call, anybody listening, just hang up on them and do you. That's what this song is about.
All right, let's take a listen, and we'll be right back.
See the streets be calling, but the cells shut off. And now they banging on my door until the pictures will fall off the wall so hard, no, my visions is all fucked up. Got me looking for the light in the dark. Am I right? Is it wrong to go and point out the flaws? I rap circles round the squares, pay yourself for the bomb. Keep calm when the heat's on them. No warning when the God put forth the struggle, it gets stronger. Rap sheets longer than that of the next man. I put my last dollar all in on the next hand. Knows when to fold and put his goals on the kickstand. On the back burner, no wishes could mix in. Get this, living legally, yeah, it's new to me, but makes sense. I ain't going low with pride over showing what, just to get it over with. Get rich and fake friends, bitch, please. Why the fuck I gotta make bands?
Lord knows these dreams keep calling.
If I hit rock bottom, gotta get it regardless.
Lord knows these dreams keep calling.
Me, I can't stumble back, I gotta move forward.
Lord knows these dreams keep calling.
To the top, won't stop till I end up with all.
Lord knows these dreams keep calling.
Calling, collect, and I ain't accepting the charge. See the streets keep calling, got my brain seats on. Hope the good outweigh the bad, block the demons on their way in. From the past, flicks of who I was ain't the image that I stayed with. Bitches I done laid with, they calling me an asshole. Shit, if the shoe fits, lace it. Future's full of greatness, time is unwasted. Whether night or day, heart racing, facing impatience. Sick of all the facelifts while you surrounded by the fake shit. These are real, solid deal, I'm surrounded by greatness. Fresh baked, see them take shit, breaking stereotypes like the speakers when you play this. Hey, it's Mr. Composition, never made it, now I'm writing off the competition. Submission, how I overcome the toughest opposition. My position in life like a heavyweight, success through the roof like the Forbes list. I'm coming for the top till they bury me.
Lord knows these dreams keep calling.
If I hit rock bottom, gotta get it regardless.
Lord knows these dreams keep calling.
Me, I can't stumble back, I gotta move forward.
Lord knows these dreams keep calling.
To the top, won't stop till I end up with all.
Lord knows these dreams keep calling.
Calling, collect, and I ain't accepting the charges.
Lord knows these dreams keep calling.
Now I'll never go under.
Lord knows these dreams keep calling.
Till I'm 6 feet.
Lord knows these dreams keep calling.
They won't never take me under.
Lord knows these dreams keep calling.
6 feet.
Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet, and we're here with the guys from Fresh Baked Records. We have, of course, Problemattik, Flywalker, and Rob Diesel here with us at the studio. Before we start to wrap up, I want to remind everybody, of course, that we do the show at the studio at 50 Canal Street in downtown Laconia. The studionh.com is the website if you want to check it out online. And, of course, we are sponsored by Central NH Events, and centralnhevents.com is the website for that. And don't forget also Matt Marcil from Tweak Sound and Mastering at tweaksound.com. And the show can be heard every Saturday at 9 p.m. and then a replay Wednesday at 7 p.m. on 100.1 The Planet if you're in central New Hampshire, and you can get it worldwide at ipmnation.com on the live station. And we do archive all the shows at ipmnation.com/local outbreak, which means, and we archive them forever. So
if the Beatsmith wants to hear it every day of his life, he can.
Yes.
I don't think that's what you were going to... Was that what you were going to say?
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I guess, shout out to Matt, because my name's Matt too. But
yes.
shout out to myself. No, shout out to Matt from IPM for having us up here, because that's love, man. Local.
No, we appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for having us.
My pleasure. I'm glad you guys were able to come up. Absolutely.
Yeah. I just felt like I should have kept it interesting for you. I mean, like, hey,
Yeah.
That's what we do.
I'm glad.
I mean, that Streets Keep Calling record is like stuck in my head. I feel like my phone's ringing right now. It's my street, Road B. You need to come back. You know what I mean? But I just want to give a few shout outs before we get out of here.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody that's listening at home, anybody that supports Fresh Baked, I can name a million people, but Pat White, this isn't a swear. This is the name of the production team. Motherfucks. But that's the name of the production team. That's my man Pat. And, Cheese couldn't be here, but that's our brother, you know what I mean? And everybody that supports us. Special shout out to my mom and, my dad, my sister, my nephew, everybody involved. My girl Sammy that came all the way up here with me, and my man Alden, the whole team. We love everybody, and we hate Beatsmith. Flywalker.
I just got a couple, you know what I'm saying? I just, check us out on soundcloud.com/FBMG. You can get a collective on all our music there. Instagram and Twitter, at Real Flywalker, I'm on that all the time. A quick shout out, like Maddox said, all the people on the team, Cheese, Pat, No Gimmick, Chuck, everybody. I gotta say what up to my girlfriend Nicole. She told me if I didn't shout her out, I couldn't come home tonight, so had to get that one in there quick. Shout out everybody holding us down.
Nice.
The leash is strong with this one.
It's Rob Diesel. You know what I mean? I just want to go out first and foremost to dope music. I got to throw that out there. Granted, there's some fire under the rug, but it's all good. Granite State, of course. My cousin Brian doing his thing. Doug York. Who else? Jesus, Chatham the Sun. He's doing the big things right now with Static. He's got him hosting his new album, King Stay Blessed.
Illa Records, too.
Yeah, Illa Records. My homies I grew up with in Portsmouth and Dover.
Hood Hustle.
Everywhere. DJ Nefarious.
ST The Squad, my man Addison,
And special thanks to my love, as usual. My baby's here too, so.
See, everybody's got girlfriends.
Say what's up.
And I write.
She's the first lady at FBMGNH, so that's.
All these guys are like, oh, shout out to my girlfriends. I sleep with my pillow at night. So.
You got mad lizards and everything.
I do have mad animals because I make up for my heartbreak.
It's like Jumanji at his house.
Yeah, $2 entry.
Yeah, it sounds like...
Each cat looks like a different animal. They don't all look like cats.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got a lion, you got a bear. One's named Bear, right?
One's name is Bear. He does look like a bear. You know what I mean? You can find me on Twitter at Problemattik 617. That's spelled Problemattik 617. Holla at me.
Fresh Baked.
Fresh Baked.
Thank you again for having us.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you guys so much. Of course, I want to remind everybody, of course, our guest next week on the show will be Beat Smith.
Well, he's coming back for the retaliation show. He's texting you right now.
Actually, he did just text me and he canceled. So we're gonna have Slicko instead. Slicko's gonna be with us next week.
Yeah, Beat Smith's coming in next week, and I'm just gonna come in and RKO him through a table.
Nice.
RKO
out of nowhere.
Yeah, you ever see those videos?
Yeah.
I watched this video the other day, the Thug Life video. He was in the prison, and he's like, you go in there with the inmate. He's like, I can't. And he's like, why? Because the door ain't open. I was like, that little kid was a G. Random thoughts, but
random side notes.
I got one more song coming up.
Yeah. I was about to ask you, what do you want to play?
This is a deep song I wrote. This is I touch a little bit on my elementary days and my high school days and growing up and whatnot. This features my friend Biagio, who I was talking about, who sings and who's very, very talented, this is called Problem Child. This is the title track of the CD.
You mentioned this one earlier.
Yes, this is very deep, and I felt like it would be a good song to go out on, and fortunately enough, Pete Smith didn't produce it.
Good.
You know what I mean?
Thank God.
But
if he did, I was gonna say, screw that. You got to pick something else.
When I heard Ebola came around, I thought Beat Smith got signed. I was like, everybody's about to die.
I just assumed he invented Ebola.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yes.
He could bore it to death.
Probably.
You know what I mean? No, but shout out to Beat Smith. We had fun talking about you.
Yep.
So, thanks, buddy.
He's good for something.
Yeah, he did something.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, everybody's looking at me like I'm ridiculous right now, but I don't even care. New Hampshire, we love y'all. We'll be back up here soon in Rax, at Rax Bar and Grill. We're working on that now, so this is Problem Child coming up featuring Biagio. Shout out to Fly for letting me run his company, and shout out to Diesel for helping me run this company. So, no doubt about it.
No, you guys got a good thing going.
We do.
Good work.
Thank
We
you.
do. But we shout out to the people that support it, because obviously you need somebody to support something. You know what I mean? So all right. Mess with us, and we cut hair, so holler at us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, what's
if you need a prime rib cut up?
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Flywalker is cutting meat at the Portsmouth McKinnon's, so go holler at him. You get an autographed flank steak right off the bat. You know what I'm saying?
And the autograph is free of charge too. I do that for free.
Yeah. No, that's good. We're all about supporting local business. So.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. So
and Rob Diesel gave me these cards because he's a barber. Diesel at Headlines Cuts.
Headliners, yeah.
Headliners, I'm sorry.
Diesel Cuts at Headliners.
Oh, okay. Very cool. And we'll go.
There at the bottom is my page for you too.
Okay, so you can Like that on Facebook. It's facebook.com/RobSXChair.
Yep, Rob's X Chair.
Rob's X Chair. Okay, cool. And we'll give the number too, 603-957-7315. So.
Yeah, hit me up. If you're ever on the Seacoast, I do style cuts, fades, taper fades, gentlemen's, anything you want. Anything, if it cuts, I cut it.
Cool. You're in Exeter, yeah. That's where
Even your face.
That's where my dad's from, so.
If need be.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Outstanding. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll play this and we'll wrap up. So this is Problem Child from Problemattik. And guys, thank you again so much. This has been great.
Thank you.
Thank you again, brother.
Fresh baked.
All day.
I stood a man through the drama, ready to accept anything that was coming my way, including death. So many friends are dead and gone, left me here alone. My stomach turns every time I see him in my phone. I try to call, the number's disconnected, and all these bad thoughts in my brain has been infested. I've been rejected, see the edge, now I'm plotting to jump. Feel like an old tire rag that's been tossed in the trunk. Got me lost in a slump, I'm just trying to find my way out. Take the 45, cock it back and blow my brains out. Now that's the liquor talking, maybe it's the weed. If it numb me from this world, maybe it's for me. It drained me physically, my patience running thin, and seeking cleansing from the sins that I've been covered in. Cause where I'm from, it's always dark and you don't wanna smile. Mom, I'm home, say hello to your problem child.
Problem child, what's become of me? I feel the darkness, it entangles me, but I know I'm made for more. Please don't give up on me.
I did some things in my life I wasn't proud of, but that's the shit you gotta do and build it ground up. Went through the heartbreaks that caused a sacrifice. By any means, the cream we seek to maximize. I'm in and out of trouble with child services, courtrooms facing a judge, the drama surfaces. Skipping school, selling drugs, fill the locker up, ducking principals, teachers, and the truant officers. My mama yelling at me, but she ain't getting through. She tell me smarten up before they lay you dead a fool. The steady fighting got the cops on the close watch, 7 pounds of grass, pocket cash up at the dope spots. I was a wild teen, I lived a wild scene, born to build a legacy, my destiny's to die a king. I heard you miss me and I know that I've been gone a while, but now I'm home, say hello to your problem child.
Problem child, what's become of me? I feel the darkness, it entangles me, but I know I'm made for more. Please don't give up on me.
I done seen these dark clouds for so long. I done seen these dark clouds for so long. And I might stop, but the time still goes on. And I might stop, but the time still goes on. No, my love for this music so strong. Baby, my love for this music so strong. No, my love for this music so strong. Baby, my love for this music so strong. Tell them, girl.
Problem child, what's become of me? I feel the darkness, it entangles me, but I know I'm made for more. Please don't give up on me.
You guys ready to hear us rap?
Kick a little something. Kick a little something a cappella, no beat. Yeah, me too.
To destroy the store.
Alright. Yo, check it. I'm rolling up some reefer, got them 40 bottles popping. I'm a boss, there ain't no stopping. Live is what we keep it rocking. Dancing on the floor, marching out and body locking to the top. I am a rocket with my team, there ain't no stopping. Watch me do me. I go hard, I'm really about this rap shit. Sick of all that trap shit, my squad be kicking fat shit. Golden age of rap is back and I'm kicking classics in all black chucks. Yo, literally, I'm kicking classics. I'm past it, that lame shit, that rap about my chain shit. See me in all black on some boss Bruce Wayne shit. I can stay your main bitch, but I'm all wifed up now. Being a family man in this music, it be my life now. Put my mic down and take this game for a joke. Fresh Baked be the gang, that's a name you should quote. On a lyrical note, I'll be on another level with my pedal to the metal. Race the bass and ride the treble.
Welcome to the Lion's Den. Mr. 6 but throw the 3 up in the air, courtesy of who I'm riding with, the grimy kid. Made the fucking worst look positive, misogynist. Bust it down, tell a pound pavement. I kick audibles, redirect your order, move, flow smooth. You soft like New Hampshire news articles. Crowd woos, oohs and eyes. See it in their eyes like we blew the roof off. Stars align when it's feeding time. Whoa, oh my god shit. Defeated once but hardly. Shed a tear, even felt the chance of my demise. Verbalized through the scriptures of the good book, but evil though. I'm horned up. Devil in disguise, no surprise. Stay high to keep it easy though. Believe me, it's a man on fire when you see me though. White Denzel shit. Sleeping, I'ma wake him up real quick. Click deep in me, I turn nightmares to real shit.
Yo, no matter what it is, we flipping and make the cash. The whole team counting the cream, making it last. We blow spots, run from the cops cause they harass. Trying to make it through the day like fuck it could be my last. A wrong move, a trip to the box. Me laying face up, machine gun flow, Problemattik and yelling lace up. I rip the place up, I tear the spot down. Just ask around cause Matic done really got down. And that's a thick line between you and me. I done rapped on these tracks and Shags and Scooby scenes. Dipping out of class, my clash with truancy. At the pad rolling grass and blasting Schooly D. Love the cash and jewelry. It sucks cause I ain't got none, but when it come to these chances I only got one. So I'ma get it, develop and then resell it. If there's hustle in your heart, my method you surely felt it. The cops watch the spot, the block remains sweltered. We all chasing knots, but not to remain sheltered. The rest remain jealous, eating out their mama's hand. Doctor saw me gripping the mic when they took the sonogram. You bring the static, my clappers will rip your cardigan. Tear your chest open so masses can see the heart of man. You know the squad of men, the name is Fresh Baked. Problemattik come for the throne, no open hell's gate.
All I gotta do is just flash them baby blues and it's true. All the girls they want leave with the dude, but I ain't fucking with that shit. No slut interaction, got a wife at home and I ain't fixing to mix up with that shit. I'm an arrogant bastard, well at times at least I can be. Till depression hits and then I cannot stand me. I need some damn weed, get higher than what? You can't get down with my squad, you don't get high like us. I light it up then puff and I'll be gone to the moon. If I ever come back it won't be no time soon. Can't fuck with the dude cause I just do what it do. Wouldn't it be sweeter than switches when I be flowing so smooth? They got your boy in the groove, I'm feeling something like a dragonborn. Snatch your soul with Dragon Bane, I leave your stomach torn. Word is born on the microphone, I put it on and I'ma stay smoking till all of the marijuana gone.
I see you hear me, clearly you pissed, but ain't scary. Rarely ever do you see me sweat a heat wave. Silly chilly ways, here to illa say I'm cooler than most. Ice veins, throats the reefer, flows injected with smoke, and so it's sickening like a victim of the worst addiction. Pain inflicted, reminiscing, wishing you could have it. Listen, I'm the rawest, flawless diamond in the roughest part of hip-hop. Business over pleasure, you don't live it, bet your shit flop. The game is mine, no surprise, give up. Words are haunted, hear me in your sleep and people sit up. Did a triple on my back, my legs rested, watch how fast a kid'll get up. Yup, then you hit up, slump, go pick your up, chump. I have you drooling here, let me pick your bib up. Told the rappers rattled, I'm sick, you just a hiccup, I rap. You hardly spit up, you suck. Come watch me get it, what's up? Fresh Baked.
Yo, listen, I'm inspired by these cats who want to stand in my place. I'm inspired by the blood that shed when tearing your face. Cause I'm maniacal like Michael without wearing the mask. And I'm as dangerous as a torture chamber filled up with gas. Like Vietnamese, all buried in tunnels banging the heat. Like a soldier marching with his platoon ready to meet any challenger. No rapper is matching up to my caliber. A massacre, I come with these hard bars for battle as a bachelor. Meaning your girl is willing, I'm smashing a professional pussy penetrator. I ain't no amateur, I stamina. Make me a god when I'm flexing mic skills. Beat making nod like crushing them little white pills. Anyone that know that I rap will tell you body bags. Peers never want me on tracks because I body that. Figured that's the reason the Beatsmith would never call me back. Call me this, call me that, but never could he call me whack. I am elite, my name ring through the street. I'm responsible for putting the scene back on his feet. I'm responsible for running the team, yes that's correct. Getting money like a boss, that's me, cutting the check. You could catch me at the local show or in the big venue. Empty stomach, eating up all these rappers that's on the menu. I get vicious with scriptures, you catch Matic with 6 bitches. So fuck your wishes, dreams and get shattered like sink dishes. They find China broken by rhymers who ain't ink stitches and describing problematic in words that think sickness. I'm the illest, I'm the realest. I stand by myself fearless. A product of the 90s, my OGs will feel this. I'm original medicinal for heads that want that rap fix. And mean I'm the cure for the allergies to that whack shit. Problematic, the product that's in your household. We all know you pussy, don't matter if you try to sound bold. They say I sound cold. Well, that's the life I choose. Paper freezing writing these bars, that's why the lines are blue. And that's how rhymers do. Fuck your designer jewels, I'll end your life with bars in a second, homie. Your time is through. Matic.
Fresh Baked, what?
IPMNation.com.